It's something that every parent wants when selecting a school, an education system that exactly fits the individual needs and talents of their child. Whether in the selection of academic courses, extracurricular activities or boarding facilities, there are few schools in the UK that offer the same range of opportunities as Haileybury. Set across 500 acres in the beautiful Hertfordshire countryside, this co-educational day and boarding school caters for children from age 11 to 18.
Choice is very important, but I also think that pupils are at their very best when they're doing things that they enjoy and that they're good at, and it's our responsibility to give them a range of opportunities. They can then discover what they enjoy, what they're good at, and out of that, one comes enormous self-confidence and two comes enormous achievement. It's a very simple formula. People have to feel confident in what they do, and by giving them a set of choices that in a sense opens up their possibilities as they move through the school, we see them at their very best that way.
Personalised learning begins as soon as pupils join the lower school. Haileybury is pioneering a new way of teaching its younger students, placing an emphasis on independent thinking with teaching structured to ensure real-world relevance.
It's absolutely essential that the children still feel empowered to take a risk, because none of us learnt to ride a bike without taking a risk, and in the same way you're not going to learn to speak French or to be a good scientist without taking the risk to get it wrong, and through getting it wrong, learning how you might then get it right. We're very risk averse, but children are fantastic. They'll have a go at things and not worry so much about the failure, and I think we need to try and not allow them to grow out of that habit, because it's a fantastic habit to have, and it leads to success, it leads to independence of thought.
What appealed to me was the whole variety of opportunities we could have. From sport to drama, I could really sort of improve on different areas and try new things. And also the boarding life was something which was new, and it just appealed to me to meet new friends and sort of really to become more independent and grow up.
Haileybury is committed to boarding and emphasises community values whilst encouraging pupils in developing responsibility and independence. Each house is run by a house mistress or master who is responsible for the welfare of each child in their care. The house is both a home and a workplace. The warm and supportive atmosphere creates a shared experience for students of all ages. Houses foster a family atmosphere where children work and share time together in a close and encouraging environment.
We have 12 houses, 7 boys' houses, 5 girls' houses. Each of them has a distinct tone to them, largely set by tradition but also by the current housemaster or housemistress. The majority go home on Saturday afternoon after their sporting commitment, come back for Sunday evening chapel at 9 o'clock, and the others will stay in at the weekend, and there's plenty of activity over the weekend. We always have trips and outings and opportunities for them to enjoy themselves.
Haileybury offers its sixth form students the choice between the traditional A-levels and studying the International Baccalaureate Diploma. As a preparation for the challenges of university studies, the IB is unparalleled. The nature of the curriculum encourages natural curiosity and an outward-looking and independent approach.
Most people would recognise that the world is changing very, very rapidly, and we need the very best curriculum for our pupils to study so that they can flourish in that world. And the IB encourages this interconnection of ideas, this interconnection of concepts.
I think studying the IB has lots of advantages. The first one, and probably the main one for me, was that it gives you more career options. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to study at university, and so I kept my options open.
Why I chose the IB in particular is because I found depth as well as breadth. You do a range of subjects and you do 3 higher level subjects which you can focus on really in depth. And with regards to university, the IB is accepted internationally, so I'm keeping my options open as to studying in the UK or abroad.
Pastoral care is central to the boarding houses, and parents are encouraged to be involved in their children's school life. The Parents Association concentrates on opportunities for families to socialise in and around the school, ensuring continuity between the school and home environments.
We see it almost as this triangular relationship that you've got the pupils, the parents and the school, and keeping open lines of communication between all 3 aspects is so important because parents want to know how their children are doing, but obviously it helps to have the support coming from home as well. So we're very much encouraging that relationship, that we do keep open lines of communication.
The student-teacher relationship at Haileybury, I think, is really tight. Within house there are tutors. Each year group has a tutor who they can go to and ask questions.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
True to its promise, Haileybury offers each and every student a highly personalised education, with exciting choices available throughout their time at school. Ultimately, this means that the school experience adapts to each student's talents, abilities and personality, rather than expecting students to fit a particular mould. Haileybury recognises that each child is unique, and its whole philosophy rests on ensuring that they all achieve their full potential.
What we want for all pupils is academic success and self-confidence, the ability to learn for themselves, but I think essentially education is a values-driven business. What I want is our pupils to leave here as really balanced and decent human beings with an awareness of their own potential, without a trace of arrogance, and also a sense of responsibility to society at large.